Morning guys, just wanted to do a quick video. Apologies if you can hear noises in the background. For those of you that don't know, this is my first weekend off since January, and Jace is working all weekend, so I've got all three children terrorising me in the background. The purpose of this video, there's a little bit about mindset that I said I would do, a little bit about motivation, and there are a bit of a reality check in there for people. I really don't want this to be viewed as a negative video because it's not meant to be. The only reason I have actually gone ahead and put it on there is because I had a quite similar conversation with Abby myself, where she delivered some home truths to me, and I can honestly say to you that because I took away everything that she said really constructively from that meeting that I had with Abby, my business has only grown. So hopefully you'll view this in the same way and you won't view it as a really negative video, because it's not meant to be at all. Quickly touch upon was our brand, and we're getting really confused and a bit sort of, I don't really understand why quite a few of us seem to be almost ashamed of the fact that we work for Forever. And what I mean by that is I've had people say, oh, I don't want to spam, and oh, I don't mention that it's Forever. I find that really weird. So from my point of view, I spent £199 on a business box because I believed that within Forever Living I had the potential to change my life, so to change my income, to change my work-life balance and spend more time with my family. I did that because I had enough faith in the brand, and believe me, I did a lot of research into the brand and the brand's history. I think every single one of you has done the same. I'm not sure if any of you were Novus customers or Clean9 joiners, but the majority of you will have spent £199 on a business box because you saw the same in Forever. So I need you to stop and ask yourself that if you saw that faith in Forever then, why are you not seeing it now? And what I mean by that is, I know we're encouraged not to use the logo on our business cards and things, but that's to generate interest, because unfortunately people did get it wrong in the beginning and give Forever a bit of a reputation for spamming and things like that. We are encouraged to leave that off, but that's not to say that you should be ashamed of the company that you work for. I am so proud that I work for a network marketing business that's been established for over 30 years, that's cash rich, that's got, business in 150 countries, and has never ever done anything but see a profit year on year. I'm also immensely proud that as part of the All Stars, we were the #1 in October. You've got so much to be proud of and thankful for, in that there is no other way I would have been able to set up a work from home business on my own. Some of us within my team are self-employed, and they will appreciate how much how much startup costs are involved in doing that. Forever Living has given you the network, the marketing plan, the pay structure, the distribution, the warehouse and the website, and all you've needed to do is contribute yourself. So you should be immensely thankful and really proud. If you look up and down your Facebook posts and you're not saying thank you to Forever on bonus day, even if your bonus is like mine, my first one was £12 something, that £12 bought me and Jace a nice tea. So I put on Facebook that I'd had a nice tea. That person doesn't know whether that was in a 3-course, restaurant, or whether it was me and Jay having fish and chips. And to me, it didn't matter, because that was £12 I wouldn't have had beforehand. The same goes with the product. So I am not for a second saying that you need to spam Facebook full of products, because if you've done your Facebook training, you know that you're not supposed to do that anyway. But if there's not a single thing on your Facebook about the product, how are you expecting customers and prospects to believe in it? If your cold prospects are looking at your Facebook now because you've messaged them and asked them to be part of your business opportunity, and looking up and down your Facebook they can't work out exactly what it is you do, then they're never going to join your business. If your Facebook isn't reflective of a working business, if they can't see you doing the training of an evening or fitting your training around your family life because all you need to do is watch, or you can do it while you're cooking tea or whatever, if they can't see you meeting up with people and discussing the business, if they can't see you delivering orders to your customers, then they can't see a business. If all they can see is game posts and inspirational quotes and pictures of you on nights out, then it's not a business, and no one's going to have faith in your business and join your business. So I think we all need to have a little bit of a reconnection with the Golden Eagle, and think about whether or not we're giving it a persona of someone that's proud of being part of this business. The little bit about mindset, I said I was going to do a video, and to be honest with you, hand on heart, I don't think there's enough that I could do with a video. I'll explain what I mean by that, and that's that basically I don't watch any mindset videos and I don't read any books. I watched The Secret when I started because it was part of the fundamental training, but apart from that, I've always been sort of master of my own destiny, shall we say. And what I mean by that is very similar to what Abby said herself, is that if I see a negative comment about Forever Living on Facebook, or someone puts a status up about it, I don't get involved, I don't comment, I don't try and change that person's frame of mind. I just don't read it, and I just think if you don't read it and you don't listen to it, then it can't affect you. So that's the only thing I can say really, is that the video that Abby put up recently was to do with my friend, and that was my friend who, as soon as I joined Forever Living, unfriended me on Facebook for no reason. She's never tried the products and she won't listen to anything to do with the business. She just hates it. One of those people that you'll never change your mind. I can't stress to you how close me and this person were. Our daughters were born at the same time, godmother to each other's children, bridesmaid at my wedding. We used to go on holiday together. All of our children are really, really close. And because I started Forever Living, that person has nigh on disowned me, with, like I say, no explanation. If I stopped for 2 seconds and thought about the impact that's had on my life, I don't know how many of you are parents, but I think you'll know that once you've had a baby, friends are few and far between, or that's what I've found anyway. And that person, you know, was a really, really crucial part of mine and Jason's and the children's life. And just because of a decision to join Forever Living, she's completely and utterly vanished. It's only when I stop and think of how wrong that is, because this person knows that I was working 70-odd-hour weeks, driving to work when the kids were asleep and coming home when they were back in bed, and sort of going 14, 15 days without a day off, which also meant I'd spent that long and not fed my baby. She was getting fed, just not by me. And she begrudges me the fact that I've started doing Forever Living as a way to get that life balance back. So I have now been able to give up one of my jobs. I find it really, really weird. If I was to have set up a work from home beauty business or a nail beautician or something, she'd have been really supportive, you know, well, I think she would have been. I think it's really weird as a society that we've decided it's okay to openly slag off network marketing, because it's not just Forever Living, it's the other ones that suffer as well. But it wouldn't be okay if you did that with any other job. And Jason suffers from this quite a lot at work. So a couple of people at work where Jace works knows what he does and absolutely hate Forever Living. Again, not tried the product, won't listen to him, just hate it. And I just think it's really weird, and I've had to say to him, to stop him from getting really angry about it, just don't give them the time of day, don't give them the rental space in your head, because if they don't get it, they're not going to get it. Don't let them bring you down. All you've got to do is smile and think about the benefits that you will be reaping when this business for you hits those levels of massive incomes and global travel, and then just watch them come back and ask you for information, really. So at a risk of quoting Disney, I think we all just need to let it go. There is no mindset video on the face of this earth that is going to tell you how to be happy. I think we need to start taking some personal responsibility. So some mindset videos are great in that they give you practical tools in terms of how to deal with perhaps a not great frame of mind. But there is no video and no book that is ever going to tell you it's not going to make you, be happy. The only person that can make you do those things is yourself. So I think we all need to be a little bit more resilient and a little bit more take personal responsibility for our own mindset. That said, as I say, mindset training works amazing for lots and lots of people. Hopefully a couple of members of my team are going to be doing their own training on mindset, because I know they're really big endorsers of it. But from my point of view, maybe this is my mindset training, and maybe my mindset is to just let it go and just not be bothered by it, because I know why I'm doing it, and nothing anyone can say is going to change it unless they're going to say positive things. And off the back of that, what I want to quickly say is that obviously most of you are aware that myself and Natalie are going for promotion this month. So every single one of your efforts is massively appreciated. I'm really, really thankful of everything that you're doing. The other thing that I wanted to quickly mention is that obviously nothing that we're asking you to do is just for our promotion. Our personal activity, our own case credits is going to push our promotion, not you guys. Everything that we're asking you to do is to grow your own business and get your own promotions. So I am a little bit aware that it can look a little bit like, oh, this is just because they're going for promotion this month. It's really not. My favourite part of this business is watching other people's businesses grow, and all those goals and sort of dream board things that I've seen of my team. I can't wait till you guys get to them. So everything that we're doing and all the time that we're putting into training and group activities is going towards your businesses as much as it is ours. Myself and Natalie have got some really exciting things planned in the future. We've been talking about doing a Meet My Mentor for just our little team on a different day than a Tuesday. So yeah, everything is for you guys as much as it is for us. And with that in mind, what I wanted to just quickly show you was something that I've not made to keep track of everybody, because that's not what my little retail video is about. But it is a really valid point, is that the retail video that I put up had got a little bootcamp from days 1 to 10. And that was to push your activity through October and make it a really, really successful month for all of us. I just wanted to point out that undeniably, the people that watched that video and went away and did everything that was on that video are the people that have got massive, massive orders in this month. And I mean, you're talking personal case credits of over 6 case credits in retail. And they're the people that went away and did every single thing on that video, even though it was a 10-day boot camp. Some people had done it all within a few days. Even better, some people were all already consistently doing it. I need to stress that the people that are messaging myself and Natalie saying they've not got orders, or the people that are saying that they've not got anybody interested, are the people who either didn't even bother watching the video, which is really upsetting because, you know, it does take a lot of time, especially for someone who's not a techno geek like me. It takes a lot of time to take away from our own business to make these things, for you to not watch them, for you to be too busy, or not think they're worth doing, or think you've already done it this month. So what you get out ultimately is what you put in, and I think it is time to take stock and think, really, what did you do? Did you do enough? So off the back of what's been said to myself and Natalie, I want you to do a really quick example. By no means is this meant to be a sympathy vote. It's really, really not. And if any of you know me personally, you will know that I'm quite a personal person. So this is out of my comfort zone to do this, so to speak. I don't for a second want people messaging me at all about what's gone on. All I wanted to do was give you an example of how you can snowball excuses out of control. So over the last 10 days, my daughter's been in hospital with measles. She was rushed to hospital, sort of non-responsive job, terrifying time for us. Obviously, measles is a really serious disease. She came out of hospital for 2 or 3 days and was back in hospital on a ventilator with pneumonia. She's lost a lot of weight. She's got a long road ahead of her in terms of recovery. Because of that, a lot of you will know that I worked for the zoo at the same time as working in a call centre. And I gave up the zoo because Forever Living gave me an extra income that meant I didn't need to be at the zoo anymore. I could have my weekends back, hence the first weekend this weekend. Unfortunately, because of the time that I had off with Scarlett while she was in hospital, my call centre job called time on my probation. So they didn't fire me. I actually left sort of 3 days before the probationary hearing because I knew what the outcome was going to be. And I was also really annoyed in terms of being threatened with this because I'd had time off because my daughter was in hospital. Alongside that, you know, we have got a mortgage, we've got 3 children, and now instead of having 2 wages plus a forever income, we've now just got my forever income on my side. Obviously, Jason's still working. So everything's all up in the air for us. We've just had a wedding, which majoritively was shoved on credit cards. And as I say, 3 children and a big house to run. It's not fun to be in this situation at this moment in time, along with the fact that we've just got back from Birmingham Children's Hospital, who have told us that Josh will need further surgery in the new year. Again, for those of you that know us personally will know that's catastrophic. Every single time he has surgery, it gets worse and worse. The older he gets, the more aware he is of it all. And we thought he was pretty much sorted. Obviously he's not. Personally, I suffer from PCOS, so that means I don't sleep. It means I'm on a lot of medication. It's what causes my anxiety and chronic fatigue and things like that, along with a lot of other lovely symptoms like growing a beard. And yeah, so this week they've messed with my tablet, so I'm all over the place. One minute I'm happy as Larry, the next minute I'm screaming at Jace for some stupid reason. And what I wanted to put out there was that I think you'd appreciate after this week I'd be within my right to go and shove myself in a hole and stay there for a very long time. They say things come in threes, but I think everything's just come all in the last 2 weeks. What I do want to point out is that in the last 2 weeks, my retail case credits have been over 3. I've got a couple of new prospects, one of which I met at Birmingham Children's Hospital. And while Scarlett was in hospital, I was at her bedside replying to as many of your messages and my customers and my prospects as possible and working this business. And I wasn't doing that because I'm a really heartless person. I was doing that because the fact that I have to ring up my employer and justify to them why I needed more than 3 days off for childcare because she was in hospital and because she was on a ventilator is massively my why. So I know that I will build this business to a point where if I need to take some time out for me and my family, I don't have to justify that to anybody. So instead of using these things as an excuse for why I couldn't go to the BP, which I will be at on Monday, or for why I didn't answer all my customers, why I didn't get a retail order in this week, why I've not spoken to my 5 people a day, I used it as my reason to do those things. There are 24 hours in everybody's day. And I know I don't sleep a lot, so that probably gives me a few more. But apart from that, we've all been bought the same box and we've all been dealt the same hand. And I just think we need to think a little bit about these excuses that we're coming up with, and the things that you're messaging your sponsor, which you wouldn't message to your manager in your day job. You know, you wouldn't tell somebody that, I don't know, the dog was poorly so you didn't get something done, or any of these things that we seem to say as an excuse as to why we've not managed to get our activity done. Because ultimately, it's not us that's affected anyway, it's you guys, it's your business. So you need to use your excuses, or the things that you would see as excuses, turn them around and view them as whys, in terms of why to work even harder. Well, that's what I do anyway. So what is your why? Have you got a strong enough why? Are you connected enough to that why? Because if you're not, then that will explain why you find it easy to let these excuses get in your way. I know I've got the biggest why going. For me personally, there could not be any bigger an incentive than my little boy just getting really excited because he's seen me looking at pictures for this presentation and seeing promotion. So he's so excited that me being in Forever Living is going to give me the opportunity to be at home with him, and there is literally no better why. I can't imagine waking up one day and thinking, I just can't be bothered. That's just not motivating enough. So if your why is not motivating enough, then maybe you need to sit down and redo your dream board or your dream book, whichever you've got that works for you, and really reconnect with that why. Because if you find it that easy not to do the activity, if you find it that easy not to do the training that's put in front of you, then your why is not strong enough. So I want you to all think really carefully over the next sort of couple of days about what it is that you've done this week for your why. So how hard have you worked for those goals and those case credits? And have you worked hard enough for them? Some of you, I know, have worked your butts off this month, and you will view this slide and think, yep, that's my why. I can see it there. It's on the screen right now. And I know I've busted a gut for my why this month. And some of you will view this slide and think, oh God, okay, maybe I didn't. Like I say, it's not meant to be negative at all, but it is meant to be a reality check. So what are you doing? There are 7 days left in October. What are you going to do to make them 7 days ultimately, really, really count? You need to believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place. So like I say, I'm not a hippie, happy, clappy person. I'm really, really not. But if anything this business has taught me is that you need to believe in yourself.
I'm a potato.
So there's Josh saying that he's a tiny potato and he believes in you. Because ultimately, some of you have got the potential this month to do amazing.
Daddy, you just can't hide it. I know that you can go and just like it. So excited, you just can't hide it. I know, I want you.
That was about as technical as I get, so I'm so excited. I am really excited for some of you. Some of you have got amazing months planned. But you and you alone are responsible for taking actions to create the life of your dreams. Nobody else can or will do it for you. So we can try and be as motivating as possible. We can put on all the training for you. We can contact your prospects if that's what you want us to do. We can do anything and everything for you. Like, I know that myself, I will do anything for my team. And I know Natalie will do the same as well. But if we can't see you doing the same, if we can't see you putting the same effort in, then sort of it's going to get to the point where one-to-ones are going to become quite awkward. So you need to go for it. Some of you have got the potential in these next 7 days to make a base month for supervisor. How exciting is that? Which means that you will then go on in November to hit supervisor and have a massive, lovely pay rise just in time for Christmas. How lovely would that be? Some of you are right on the brink of making this month amazing. So regardless of mine and Natalie's promotions, for your own businesses, some of you, like I say, have got the potential to make this month end absolutely amazing and completely smash it. And I really, really want you to watch this presentation, maybe take on board the things that have been said, but then just go for it. Turn off the laptop, turn off the phone, go and find your customers, get your case credits in, book your pamper parties, make sure your Facebooks are right, make sure you're up to date with your training, speak to your prospects. There are 7 days. You could easily get a couple of prospects to sign up in those 7 days if you believe that you can. So view your dream board. If it's not on your wall in your house, put it on the wall in your house, and definitely go for it, because we know you can do it, and I am really excited. I would like nothing more than to be able to be on that spa day with all of you, celebrating not just our promotions but yours as well. So there are 7 days left. Don't count the days, make the days count. So, but don't think, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that later, I'll do that this afternoon. Make sure your plans are spot on perfect. So you have got, if you need to, every single hour of the next 7 days planned out, because there are some massive people in this team and there are some huge potential. You've already seen some of the recognitions that have been putting up. We've got people talking about selling a Clean 9, a Fit 1 and a Fit 2 all in one go. We've got people looking at 2 or 3 prospects within their first month. We've got people looking at 10 case credits for their first month. We've got some amazing people in this team, and I want to be able to go to Success Day and for people to stand up and recognise our team. So, like I say, go for it. 7 days left. What are you going to do to make the next 7 days count?